Hello everyone, welcome back to Techno Charts YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to share you one screener that I've made to identify stage 2 uptrend stocks. Now this is a Techno Funda screener where you can use only the technical analysis to identify stocks, and we are going to filter out more stocks using the fundamental analysis so that we enter into good stocks. Now in the first section that I have made here, let me explain you what is the logic behind the filtering out stocks using the stage 2 uptrend. Now we are filtering out stocks using the moving averages. So in moving averages we are using 20, 50, 200 and 200 to identify the trend of the stock. So now if the 20 EMA is greater than the 50 EMA, that means the short term trend of the stock is upside, and if 50 EMA is greater than 100 EMA, then that means the medium term trend is also on the upside, and if 100 is greater than 200, that means the overall the trend is on the longer side. So we are going to use the moving averages such as 20, 50 and 100 and 200 to identify the trend of the stock. So here, as you can see, that latest EMA should be 20, should be greater than latest EMA 50, right? That is the first criteria. Then 100 should be greater than 200. Now for filtering out stocks we are using the number 20. So this filtration criteria is going to filter out stocks that are more than 20 rupees and market cap is less than 3000. Okay, so this is going to filter out stocks that whose market cap is less than 3000, and it could be anywhere between 100 crore, 200 crore or some. Now if we want to just add some more criteria, like if market cap has to be greater than, for example, 100, so let us add that criteria also, or 500. So you can change the criteria. So here, using the market cap filter, you can change the criteria to 3000, or if you want 5000 you can modify it accordingly, right? And we have applied the moving averages to identify the trend. Also, if a stock is in stage 2, then its close has to be above the 30 EMA. So we are using the 30 EMA weekly criteria, and volume is greater than, latest volume is greater than number 50,000, right? So why are we using 50,000 as a number? Because we need an average volume that is greater than 50,000. Okay, so that is the volume criteria, and the latest close criteria that should be above 50 EMA. So we are also filtering out stocks that are in the nearest trend, that are in an uptrend. ओके, सो इसीलिए हमने एक ऐसा स्टॉक फिल्ट्रेशन क्राइटेरिया ढूंढा है जो शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेंड भी जिसका अपसाइड हो एंड लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रेंड भी जिसका अपसाइड हो. सो दिस स्टॉक फिल्ट्रेशन क्राइटेरिया कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर कैश. इफ यू वांट टू limit yourselves to, then you can use Nifty 500. If we are using cash, for example, then if I apply the run scan, then we are getting around 206 stocks here, right? Understood. Now if I change some more criteria, for example, if I change the criteria to from 5000, if I add it to 10,000, right? So if I change the criteria, then we may get some more stocks. So let us practically check it. Now we are getting 265 stocks, so we are getting more, 65 stocks more in this criteria, right? Now I'm going to go change this back to normal, that is 3000. For example, we are looking for stocks that are in clear cut small cap stage. Now what are the fundamental criteria that I have applied? Now there are three types of fundamental criteria that I have applied so that you can use any depending upon your right. Now here, first criteria that we can use is filter out stocks where ROE and ROC is greater than number 15. So ROE and ROC are basic two fundamental ratios that everyone sees. Okay, so it is good if a ROE and ROC of a company is above 15, right? So this is very basic criteria. For understanding more about these two percentages, you can watch other YouTube videos. Okay, so now if I apply this criteria, currently we are only applying one single criteria, right? So now if I run this scan, from 265 stocks, my stocks are filtered out to 38. So I am getting 38 stocks using this filtration criteria where the ROE and yearly ROE and ROC is greater than number 15. Okay, now I can disable this and I can enable this filtration criteria. When what is this filtration criteria? This filtration criteria is where yearly. Now this is a little bit advanced filtration criteria where we are looking for yearly EPS growth. So if we are yearly EPS growth, right? So here we see that yearly EPS, this year EPS has to be greater than last year. Last year EPS has to be greater than last 2 years, and last 2 years EPS has to be greater than the last 3 years. And understood, 2 years ago EPS greater than 3 years ago. So we are using this criteria to filter out stocks where the earnings are also improving. right? And market cap is less than 3000 also. Now also where I have also applied ROC and ROEE here also in this criteria, so that you can filter out more. Now if I use only this, now currently I am applying the technical analysis, the first section and the second section. Okay, so now this area is disabled, this area has been disabled and this is active right now. So if I want to filter out scans, then I can see that there are around 11 scans, there are around 11 stocks that are filtering out this criteria, where EPS growth has been increasing quarter on year on year, sorry, right? Now I am disabling this and I am enabling this criteria, where we are looking for stocks where the quarterly EPS is increasing from the past 3 quarters. Okay, so from the past 3 quarters, the quarterly EPS is increasing. The latest close is near the 52-week high, that is 20% near the 52-week high. What we can do, we can change this to, if we want a stock that is near 50% of the 52-week high. So, for example, what does that mean? If a stock has 100 rupees as a 52-week high, we are filtering out stocks which are trading or which are more than 50 rupees right now. Okay, so for example, that is known as 50% near the 52-week high, right? So we can change this criteria to 0. 0.7, 0.8, depending upon how many stocks do you want. And here also we are applying ROE and ROC greater than number 15. Now if we apply this criteria, we are only getting only few stocks, that is Sham Century Ferrous Cements Limited and Khaitan Chemicals. So we are getting only three stocks right now in this criteria as of now. So these are the stocks where you can take an entry depending upon the risk to reward ratio. Obviously, for all the other things, refer to the stage analysis and multi-bagger video to identify how to enter into stocks that are in a stage 2 and stage 1 uptrend, right? So now if we want to disable some more criteria, for example, I can delete this, disable this, that ROE and ROC is greater than number 50. So if I have disabled this, then I can run, then I will find some more stocks, right? So now I am getting 20 stocks where EPS on quarter is increasing and the stock is in stage 2 currently right now. So this is where you can enter into the stocks. For example, if we are getting BASML, here if I type BASML, so here in case of BSML, as we can see that the stock has come out in this filtration criteria. So if we look at the chart of BSML, then you can see that the stock is in trying to come out of stage 1. So this is how you can use the stocks, or you can use a filtration criteria to identify the stock. For example, Ganesh Housing. So Ganesh Housing is strong in terms of, so like as we can see here, Ganesh Housing is strong in terms of technical analysis as well as fundamental analysis, as it is filtering, as it is getting filtered due to this criteria, right? So now this is how you can use the stage 2 uptrend stock screener that I've made in charting. And if you like the video, do share it with your friends. Thank you.